Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to part 2 of the Sunday special here with Isaac on trying to launch my first rocket. Last time we were here, we were able to get Purple Science over here started up. Since then, I went ahead, peeked forward a bit, and figured out what I needed for this rocket silo. And I've realized that I had just about everything I needed. I just needed to stockpile it. The only new build I had to make was the concrete. And that's just up here. I took advantage of having a stone patch, pretty close to an iron patch, right on my coal line. And so just came up with a very simple stone brick furnace setup, right down to some concrete assemblers. There's that train zipping through. I told you they work. And just pulled water off the closest water source and fed that in, and I've collected all of that. And so I wanted to come back to the fact that this is what I've been trying to build this entire time. All the research that is left to do really doesn't matter anymore, because I need this. And to be able to launch one rocket here, I just need 10 rocket control units, or to make one rocket part, I just need 10 rocket control units, 10 low density structures, and 10 rocket fuel. And when it comes to that, I happen to have everything I need, and it just has to happen in 3 seconds. So with the bus right here, I don't think I have to make some extravagant build to get this accomplished. And right now we're kind of stuttering along on resources, I'd say, but that's pretty simple. All I have to do is turn off my research, and these lines will back up. I mean, it's not going to take a big deal to just kind of put a crimp in a line like so, or a crimp in this line over here. And then the next thing you know, I've stopped producing everything for research. And now I get to save all that wonderful power, all the wonderful resources, and put them forward to my rocket. And so I think that's what I'm going to do today, is I am going to build that rocket. That is the very last thing I'm going to do here. For this series at least. So for this, we need rocket control units, and those shouldn't be too difficult, except they'll probably be the most difficult thing to make. And they just take a speed module and a purple chip. To get one every 3 seconds, or to get a 1 per second rate, I'm going to need to have 30 of these. But considering that a rocket part builds in 3 seconds, I'm only going to need, let's call it 10. So I think I'll just put these, we'll just build it like we've been building it. We'll turn it all into a factory. That should be 10 right there. That it is. So turn these on over to ACUs, or RCUs. Run it right on up. They don't need anything complicated except for these speed modules. Now speed modules take half the time to make, and they take red and green circuits. So what I think I'm going to do is set these guys up to take their blue circuits, kind of like so, get a belt on there. And I'm not really too worried about if this kind of goofs or doesn't work out entirely the way I want for this build, because at the absolute worst, all I'm going to do is, of course, if the spacing with all the other builds doesn't work out or something, then all I have to do is cut and paste. Well, thanks to having that RoboPort and those robots, this is really going to be phenomenally easy to move around, thankfully. So here we are. Just going to keep building this. And speaking of robots, I have no idea why I'm not thinking of this. I'm not sure they replace as well as I'd like them to. But that's perfectly fine. We can go back in there. Correct those misplaced inserters. And here we are. We'll just get this power started up here. Something like that. And just like our productivity modules that we have over here, these guys just require red and green circuits. And in fact, since that is the case, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut and paste this. Right over here. Oh good, I still have yellow belts left over from upgrading. And I think what I'm going to do is essentially start the rocket bus, as I think I'm going to call it here. There we go. Now I have no clue where the inputs are. I think it's just wherever you can fit them. So I'm going to declare that one of them. There we are. These guys are just a bit shy of power, but that shouldn't be an issue. Okay, and oh, it's all getting ready, folks. So for that, we just need blue chips now to come in here. And not any great degree of them either. And I think this will be the last time I expand this bus. And in fact, I think that's the exact chest I used to gather up the blue circuits for building that rocket. So glad to see it's around. I think I'll pick it up. I have a feeling it might come in handy. I'm gonna try to use yellow belts wherever I can. For no other reason than I can. Okay, what was the last thing these guys needed? Oh, that is the last thing. Phenomenal. So that is going to suck up all of our blue chips at the moment. That's fine. Alright. Now let's see, what's next on this build? Rocket fuel? Rocket fuel and low density structures. Let's do low density structures. We've done these before. And in fact, I might be tempted to what's the word I'm looking for here? Divert them from their current path. Though that would be kind of, well, it's not that long, I guess. You know, kind of a long way is, oh, how do I want to put this? A lot better than a very long way. And so we're just going to filter this out to the left, and we're going to put our low density structures on there. And I'm currently making, let's see, low density structures are 20-second build. And I think I'm making enough for 28. Okay, so not quite 30. I'm making enough for 1.5 second build times on this. It will just cross over like that, and oh, yeah, should be able to bring it on along the bus. If not, we can definitely figure it out. Okay. And I have a feeling for this, there's going to be a lot of me kind of muttering in the background going, oh, good, oh, and so on and so forth. So please ignore it. It's just me being kind of excited that I get to do this for about the first time ever. Alright, so there's our low density structures and our rocket control units. So those should start coming in. And there we go. Though I think I want to make this sustaining, since I have no idea how much it takes build-wise to produce a rocket. But that is 0%. I think we've made one rocket part so far. So if that is the case, then I think I definitely want to double up those rocket control units. Yeah, I think, well, the fastest way to do it would just be to expand this build. Okay, and there we go. We should have doubled up how many rocket control units we've got burning. Wondering if I could take some of these, what are these? Productivity modules. Okay, what exactly do the modules do? So productivity actually slows it down, so I actually probably wanted speed modules. And let's go with speed module 2s. Yeah. So let's see how those work on the rocket over here. They will take quite a long time to manufacture. Okay, but that'll give us 4 module slots, which I imagine are these things right here that say modules on them. I've been looking at them, and I've been thinking about it really kind of hard. Okay, so rocket fuel. Let's not have me lose sight of what it is I'm actually trying to accomplish here. My excitement trying to figure out how to do it. I am severely tempted to just kind of knock the rocket fuel out just right there, but not going to. Going to try to retain some discipline here. Yeah, rocket fuel isn't a very long process if I remember. Oh, it's just as long as everything else. Alright, okay. Well, let's get 20 rocket fuels down. Okay, I think that's 20 right there. And indeed it is. And we'll just try to do my part to make this go a little faster, hopefully. And we're going to call this on. There we go. And how much rocket fuel? Solid fuel. Ooh, 10. Alright. Well, let's face it. 10 over 30 production cycles is a very small amount. So we'll just use regular inserters, save power wherever we can. Because as I said, discipline is probably still maybe not paramount at this point. At this point, I think maybe getting it done as quickly as possible when all I want to do is launch this rocket, I think is explainable and understandable. Alright, there we are. Now just to, once again, run a belt. And we'll go with the slow poke belt here. And we'll pull that on down. Put that in there. Now we have all three of our major resources ready to go. Let's see, well, there's a couple speed module 2s. So we'll be able to get those in. We're at 0% on that rocket. We do have rocket fuel being produced with plenty of materials for it. We have our rocket control units, maybe not so quickly being produced. Missing out on, well, that's unforgivable. There we go. Yep, that looks like everything there is cranking just about as fast as it can. And we, of course, have our low density structures. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the video for now. I think I'm just going to record this, put it in fast forward mode, and we are going to see where we get. Because right now I don't believe there's any biter attacks imminent. I do have my walls up to keep me safe for the moment. And I just need that rocket to be built and launched. Okay, the first batch of rocket fuel is almost in. So yeah, I do believe this is where I'm going to leave you off, ladies and gentlemen, to watch this start getting built. I'll throw this on YouTube hyperspeeds and come back as I can to see what I can do about making this just a touch faster. At least hopefully a touch faster for you to be able to watch it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. See you when it's ready. Alright folks, I'm gonna pause it here. We will be back when this rocket is ready to go. Welcome back everybody. We are almost there to launching this rocket. With 99% left to go, I've got one more part to make. I have been running around making sure I have enough production to keep my buildings going. Just for this one last moment. And like that, we have a rocket. And here we go. Like I said when I started this series, this is definitely a first for me. Let's zoom out here so we can see this thing launch. And there we go, everyone. I finally achieved in 23 hours and just about 20 minutes what I set out to do 17 episodes ago now. And that is, I finally got that rocket off the ground. So I'd like to thank you all for accompanying me on this journey. As we can see down here, driving that tank has not been without its risks. But there we go. Thank you very much, everybody. This will be the end of this series. But now that I've launched a rocket for the first time, there is one achievement that I would like to get. And that one is called There Is No Spoon. And that's doing everything I just did in 20 some hours in the span of 8 hours. But that's for a different time, and we'll come back to that later. Thank you very much, everybody. I'd like to thank everybody who supported me on this. If you have any tips, tricks, comments on this video or any others, feel free to comment down below. And I will be back again on our next scheduled day, Wednesday, with something different. Thank you very much, and have a great night.